Hi everyone, welcome to Must Read Monday. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they/them pronouns. So this is our second video for Women's History Month, and today I'm going to be talking about some fiction books that either have famous historical figures or they're set in a historical time period, but all of them have female main characters. So, starting off, we have Blood, Water, Paint. This is a novel in verse, and it is about the Italian painter Artemisia Gentileschi. This one I've read, and I really loved it, but it's talking about like her, growing talent as a painter, and then she is raped, and so she is facing this choice. Is she going to remain silent about what happened to her, or is she going to bring her rapist to justice? And so this is definitely, obviously, like a big deal. This is a big issue today, women not being believed about what happened to them, and it was even more so back then. But she did have the support of her father, which was really important, and she really went forward with this, and it was, so yeah, definitely read the book, but then also read up about her, because it's just fascinating, because she was able to get justice, which is sadly a rare thing back then, and even to this day. So this one is very, like, moving, empowering, and just fascinating too, because like I said, it's about a real person's experiences. And I would also recommend just going and Googling her paintings, because they're gorgeous. Alright, we have a couple more. So if you've listened to Hamilton, I did. I definitely went through a huge Hamilton phase, and coming out of Hamilton, there's a bunch of books, fictional books. So this is a series about Alex and Eliza, Alexander Hamilton, and Eliza Schuyler. And so I haven't read this one, but it is, I think, from both of their point of views. So it's a 3-book series. This one, Hamilton and Peggy. So Peggy's one of the younger Schuyler sisters, and this one is from her perspective. Sorry, I haven't read this one either. I have a lot to catch up on, and this one is at the Hancock Branch. So then this one, My Name is Victoria. This one is not actually from Queen Victoria's point of view, but from the point of view of a servant who's coming to work in the household to be like kind of a companion to Victoria, but she's seeing like how like strict things are for Victoria and how like oppressive it is. And it says, by turns thrilling, dramatic, and touching, this is the story of Queen Victoria's childhood as you've never heard it before. So not from Queen Victoria's point of view, but from a servant's about her point. So this is another one that is not really, super like historically accurate, but still interesting because I didn't know about it. This is set during Revolutionary era of America, so 1776 and onwards, and it is about a young woman who becomes a spy for George Washington and the Revolution. So it was a true, like, the spy actually did exist, known as 355. So real life female spy during that era. And this is kind of like a fictionalized account about that spy. They don't know exactly who the spy was, so that's why I'm like, it's definitely more on the fiction side. But yes, inspired by the true 355 and rich in historical detail and intrigue, this is the story of an unlikely New York society girl turned an even unlikelier spy. Also taking a lot of liberties with historical accuracy, My Contrary Mary. This is a series about women named Mary. I think there's one about Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein. But this one is about Mary, Queen of Scots, and in this story, she is also a shapeshifter who can turn into a mouse. So that's interesting. I have read, there's a previous series before this one called, like, I think it's like My Lady, like the Lady Janie. So each book is about someone named Jane. So the first one is about Lady Jane Grey. And in that one, like, the King of England, he's also a shapeshifter who turns into a horse. It was ridiculous and it was really funny, and just, like, kind of off the wall. I liked it a lot. So, if you like, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just very, like, humorous and strange. I don't know, shapeshifters. Not your typical shapeshifters. I mean, turning into a horse or a mouse is not very, like, ooh, but still. Then Blood Countess. This is told from the point of view of a 16-year-old girl, Anna, who has just begun working as a scullery maid for Countess Elizabeth Báthory. A woman as enigmatic as she is beautiful. In real life, this countess was a Hungarian serial killer. She and I think several of her, like, maids or whatever were like hundreds of women, killed hundreds of women. It's crazy. So this is about Anna coming to work for the countess and basically being seduced by her and thinking, like, oh, she's great, and then, like, no, she's horrible. Terrifying. Okay, I haven't read this one either, but I'm like, if you are into serial killers, and people being captive and all that, yeah, you might like it. I think it sounds very interesting, and terrifying. And then this one is, like, just, I'm throwing this one in because it's a new book at the Hancock branch, and it's Cake Eater, Marie Antoinette, but in the future, in the year 3070, and Marie Antoinette has just arrived at Versailles. She is an apt sensation, a style icon, and a maven of social influence with millions of followers, but here in the glamorous Franc Kingdom, her job is simply to marry Louis Auguste. And so on and so forth. So, I don't know. That just sounded fun to me. Okay, so we are almost out of time for this video, but I'm just going to quickly show you all some books that are set during different historical time periods. The Fountains of Silence. This is Madrid, 1957. Angel of Greenwood, which I don't know exactly if it's from multiple point. It is from multiple point of views, from Isaiah and from Angel. And this is 1921, set in Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you don't know about it, definitely look that up. The Enigma Game, 1940. And this one just, I'm just kind of scanning the thing, but World War II era, and featuring beloved characters from Codename Verity and the Pearl Thief. So, if you read those books, then get ready for the Enigma Game. The Black Kids, Los Angeles, 1992. Everything changes one afternoon in April when 4 LAPD officers are acquitted after beating a black man named Rodney King half to death. Suddenly, Ashley's not just one of the girls, she's one of the black kids. So this is following those events. The Librarian of Auschwitz, so World War II era. The Red Palace, 1758 in South Korea. I believe South Korea. Okay, so yes, those, and this author also has a lot of other historical, like, era stories and mysteries, so if you like that, definitely check it out. So those are my book selections. Sorry, this has kind of been scattered all over the place. Hopefully some of these will appeal to you and you'll want to check them out and learn some more. But yeah, I hope you've had a great Women's History Month so far, and keep on reading about books about women, by women. Let's keep doing this. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.